We're out here at the state park, new state park, and just thought we would share out the live view before the fireworks get started. You can see Dusty's is cranking over there, and you got all the boats out on the lake. You can see kind of the clear designation where they're keeping boats away from. But if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from, and if you're out on the lake tonight getting ready to enjoy the Portage Lakes fireworks, they're still letting people into the front entrance of the state park here, which is amazing. But just thought we would share it out there with everybody. Like I said, give me a shout out. Let me know how the stream's coming through. Usually with all the cell phones and everything, sometimes the signals aren't the greatest. But hopefully with this satellite internet, we've got a great connection. Let me know if you're coming down here to check out the fireworks yourself, or if you want to wait around and see the live stream from your house. But a lot of different stuff going on. Farallon's got a drone show that I was going to go do, but I don't know. I just wanted to catch some photos before the event started to happen here and get some pictures of all the boats out here on the lake. So I figured I'm just gonna stay here in the Portage Lakes. Actually, my son's got a camera and he's gonna be out on a boat, so we'll roll that in to the video later. But there's the live view over Dusty's. That's usually where we set up and live stream from. And I just wanted to stop over here to check out the view. So I might just stay here because I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty good view, and to be able to have maybe Dusty's in the foreground might be pretty daggone cool too. So you can see they got all the sheriff's patrols down there. Let's take a look at the beach here. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is a packed beach, and it will get even more packed as the night goes on. We're gonna take a picture of that real quick. A lot of people in the water. You can see the Tudor house coming into view. Look at that parking lot. I'd say they got a few cars down there. Hopefully the stream's coming through. I don't see any comments yet. I better make sure I'm live streaming here. Maybe I'm just talking to myself. Somebody say hi, say happy 4th of July, even though it's a week late. Something. Let me know how this stream is coming through. Look at all those cars. And they're still coming in. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna get all those cars. Yeah, no, Hey, there's a couple comments. Hey guys, I don't know why the comments aren't showing up there. They just popped up. Yeah. No problem. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sharing our stuff out there. We sure appreciate you. We're a small business. We do, our main core business is real estate photography, both interiors and exteriors. But if you've got a project, whether it be a commercial project, you want a family photo of the farm or the house, give us a call. We'd love to help you with your next project. Hey, happy belated 4th to you. Hey, thanks, Jason. Appreciate that. No problem, Sharon. Thanks for watching. Audie Farmer Wilson, hello. Annette, no problem. We love being able to be out here enjoying the weather and sharing out some of the cool views. Let's look over at Rex Lake and see what's going on over at Rex Lake here. I bet you there's some boats out there too. Hey Teresa, appreciate it. We love sharing with everybody. Look at that sunset reflecting on the water. Yeah, we had quite a bit of rain. We were here doing the boat parade and we filmed them over by the clock tower and then over by the upper deck. And then we got over to the state park and got set up almost down at the beach to launch the drone, and it started raining, just drizzling a little bit. And then we got back to the truck, and by the time we got back to the truck, it was all out raining. And talked to my family down in Canal Fulton, and it wasn't even raining down there, but we got there, and sure enough, about an hour later, it poured for about an hour. Really good hard rain. Look at that, man, that is gorgeous. You can pretty much watch from anywhere around the edges. You can go back over on Main Street and watch them. Usually up on the hill by the church. You can see them from all over the place. Over the old state park. I don't know if that, I'm sure it's shut down by now, but oh, I gotta take a picture of this real quick. But I used to sit, well, I shouldn't say I used to. My dad wouldn't drive back in the state park when I was a kid. He would only sit like at McDonald's in New Franklin, or the old Sparkle Market, which is Fisherman's Central. We used to sit there and watch it, and you couldn't see it all, but you know, you could see a majority of it. So just depends on how creative you want to get as far as wiggling back in some of the side streets. But there were still, when I just come in here about 15 minutes ago, they were still letting people in the state park. So that, you know, there still must be some parking back there. I don't know, you know, how much later that's going to happen, but that's gorgeous. I got to take another snap of that. Yeah, I struggled. We were on our way to Fairlawn, and I was like, you know what? I'm coming to the Portage Lakes. This show's always amazing, and Canal Fulton's doing a fireworks show for the Canal Days Festival, but I don't think it's going to compare to this show, even though theirs is going to be red, white, and blue themed, you know, for the 250th. That's really awesome, but I just don't know that it's gonna top this. Well, I almost guarantee it's not gonna top this, but take a snap of that. That is awesome view there. In fact, I better grab a couple shots of that. I want to have with all the boats in the foreground. I think this is where I want to be for the fireworks, because about middle of frame is going to be fireworks. But anybody out there watching on the boat waiting for these fireworks? Yeah, I hear you about the crowds. I mean, that's definitely something that most people don't want to deal with. Tell you what though, even though it's crowded, I've never felt crowded when I've been at the state park, the new state park. It's been really great. And we would go in there early and kind of hang out there for a couple hours with the kids when they were small, but haven't had to do that in a while, because these younger kids, they see one fireworks show and they're done. So we went to Washington D.C. and watched the national fireworks show on the mall. We were set up in Virginia on the Netherlands tower, right next to Iwo Jima statue, and we endured 106-degree sun from 10 a.m. till about 6 p.m. Then they kicked us out of the park. The Virginia State Police said, hey, they said you got to get out because there's high winds and thunderstorms coming. And the whole family went back, and me and a buddy stayed there because he didn't want to walk on his ankle back to the hotel, and we didn't want to lose our spot. So look at all the boats. But it never did rain or anything, and then everybody come back by the droves, and we would have definitely lost our chairs if we wouldn't have stayed. So, but then the family come back, and then we were shoulder to shoulder with people from all the way from that park down to the Potomac, and then from the Potomac it was packed shoulder to shoulder all the way from behind the Lincoln to the steps of the Capitol building. It was like that most of the day, actually, but unbelievable. The crowds and everybody seemingly got along, didn't really see any problems or hear of anything that was terrible. So it was great. The fireworks show was amazing. We were on the right side of it. The smoke wasn't as bad on the Virginia side. Some of the people I heard complaining about the smoke, but that's even with this show. Once a few minutes go by, the smoke, clouds up pretty good. So, it does affect it depending on what way the wind's blowing and everything. So, but it was something to see, and was fortunate to be able to have my family with me. So, well, I think that's going to do it for the pre-show. I'm going to bring the drone back and decide what I'm going to do here. Whether I'm going to stay here or move to another location. So I think this is going to be a great view. In fact, right here, this view in particular, I think is going to be amazing. So I think I'm going to stay here. So everybody, hey, Dano's on the lakes. What's going on? Yes, the weather's great. All right. So I tell you what, we will see you back here for fireworks as soon as they start. And I think we're going to stick with this view. I like it. All right, everybody. We will talk to you later on. It's Cliff, John, Ben, set up here at the state park to watch the 2026 fireworks show here, bringing you this little pre-show. If you're out on a boat, have fun, and hopefully my son's down in there, got a good view with one of the ground cameras. Swing back around here and show Rex Lake one more time, and then we'll be back later on tonight live with the fireworks show. Have a great night, everybody.